Hey you guys, it's me Kiana coming at you yet again today, and this is part two to the video I just did, and this is for my dieters. Um, I already gave a disclaimer in the previous video. Please look at the previous video because it is a must, and it also lays down a foundation of what we're going to discuss. So let's dive right into it. Specifically, okay, Atkins people. We get a lot of slack. We get a lot of concern. And we get this concern, and the reason why sometimes it just gets old is because not only I personally mention certain things in almost every video about the Atkins diet, but also it's all about the fact that we as a society, when we don't know something, we're not informed about something, nor are we educated to something, and if it goes against everything that we're taught, then automatically we assume that it's going to be bad. We also assume that it's not positive. We assume that it's not the best way. Rather than look at, the results, whether that's test results, whether that's um, weight loss results, whether that's how the person actually feels inside, whether that's changing the person's personality as far as they're coming into their self. We don't look at that. We would rather focus, because of our lack of knowledge and our ignorance, we would rather focus on what we perceive as the negative. Okay. Now, sure, there's a lot of studies out there that says the Atkins diet is not great for you. We even have some people that say and have said on my channel that it didn't work for them properly, or it didn't work for them very well. You get a lot of studies where it says that people's test results for all kinds of things are just out of whack, and it's not a good thing or not a great thing. The reality is, you guys, there's test results for positive or negative, and as soon as we realize, as a people, as a whole, and as a weight loss community in general, that every diet has negative views, then we won't have these unnecessary conversations. We won't have these unnecessary comments, and we won't have, frankly, these unnecessary concerns about the diet. Low calorie diets or low caloric diets, you're going to get negative marks about it, period. A lot of people say that it's not a great thing to do long term. It's not possible to do long term because of the deprivation. So if you're depriving yourself, that's not going to work long term. Okay, and it doesn't work in reality long term. You get people saying that when you're on low calorie, you need more protein, you need more omega-3, you need more of this, you need more of that. And so you're going to get negative comments regardless. You get people in the weight loss community that has had, sleeve surgery or weight loss surgery of some kind. Negative comments there. You're going to get negative, whether it's studies that are biased or non-biased. You're going to get negative comments. You're going to get negative, you're going to get negative views. The reason why is because it is not what someone believes in their mind, in their conclusion, that is a positive thing. Again, rather than looking at it was positive for that person, we want to often just worry about or focus on some study that we read, whether that's 1 or 10 studies. The reality, like I said, is that you're going to get 1 or 10 studies or 100 studies on every diet. In fact, some doctors tell you dieting is not the right thing to do, period. So I'm telling you guys that are out there that are on Atkins and have decided to embark on that, I'm telling you that you're going to get, whether it's on YouTube, whether that's at your job, your school, or in your own family, you're going to get negative comments about it. Find out what works best for you. And if that means trying out Atkins to see if in fact it works for you, then after all, you've tried to do everything else, why not try that as well? You've tried to, go on low calorie diets and feel deprived and have to fall off the wagon. Why not try this as well? You've tried diet pills and you've paid, money out of your pocket to feel that your heart is skipping beats and all the heart palpitations and, feeling like you're running through the house like you're on crack or speed or something. You've tried all of that. Why not try something else? So, be ready for that. And, explain yourself a few times, but don't keep explaining yourself because, as I said, I'm going to laugh all the way to the scale. Point blank. People can say whatever they want about the Atkins diet. They can question if I eat enough vegetables. They can, say this or that. They can laugh. They can say I'm tired of seeing those videos. They can say whatever they want because I'm laughing my fat jolly ass to the scale and it's still dropping, period. And you can too. Misconceptions about the Atkins diet. I had a long time subby of mine, she really, really does care about me. That's the honest God truth. And she was saying that, she was concerned because of my vegetable intake. And she was concerned because she didn't, it doesn't look good for me, okay? And I've gotten that from a lot of people. I handle it based on how well I know the person. If they're coming at me wrong, I may have to, I don't know. I just don't know. But as for her and the young lady I'm talking about, she wasn't coming at me wrong. And this is what I have to say about that misconception, because a lot of people affiliate the Atkins program with being a meat diet, a fattening diet. You're eating sausage, bacon, and eggs and cheese diet only. Oh, you're eating this. Oh, she eats a pile of cheese. Okay. This is basically what I have to say. I've already showed my weight loss. Okay. I've already showed my test results. I am no longer a diabetic. Something must be right. I mean, I really don't have to elaborate besides that. Really, I don't. But I will. For those of you who are genuinely concerned. This is the thing. I've counted. I've done well under 20 videos as far as showing you Atkins meals that I fixed. Again, I've been on this diet for 3 months and almost 1 week. Now, with being under 20 meals, certainly you guys must know that I've eaten more than 20 meals in 3 months and a week. So to come to any conclusion, to be honest, is quite premature to think that I am not eating enough vegetables, that I am only eating the bad foods, which are considered to you guys fats, that I am just eating, chicken wings and red meat and pork and all of these things. It's quite premature to come to that conclusion. The reason for that is because, as I've stated, I obviously have had to eat a lot more meals than 20 that you may see on YouTube in 3 months and 1 week. And you have to understand this. I'm only going to say it again one time, but it has to be said. A person that's on a low carb diet probably actually eats more vegetables than the average person. Some say, how is that so? They only eat meat and things like that, cheese all the time. The reason why I know this to be true, not because I read it, but I actually experienced it and didn't know it until I actually experienced it. A low carb diet is not a no carb diet. Meat very seldom has any carbs in it. So if one is saying that they're on a low carb diet, whether that's Atkins or just an in general low carb diet, it's obvious that they're eating vegetables because that's where our carbs actually come from. Meat really has 0 carbs. So if we're allotted like 25 to 35 carbs or whatever your number is a day, Where do you think our carbs are coming from? It's obvious not coming from the condiments because we're able to eat a lot of the condiments. It's just that we have to make sure we stay away from others, or we have to use alternatives for others. For instance, we can eat ketchup. We just eat sugar-free ketchup. You understand what I'm saying? So it's obvious it cannot come in from meat. Okay, let's do a process of elimination. It's obviously not coming from drinks because how often do you see somebody actually on a low carb diet drinking full sodas, full caloric and sugar sodas? It's almost like it doesn't go together. It's an oxymoron. We've eliminated meat and sodas. Let's see. Condiments. We can have condiments. It's just that we're smart enough at that point of being on Atkins and investigating and reading and all that. We know what condiments to use. Are you understanding? So can't say our bulk of our carbs are coming from that. So let's see, what else could it be? It's not rice, not potatoes, not bread, not salad dressings even, because that goes into the condiments and we can eat those. In fact, we eat the full fat ones. Not mayo, none of that. Let's see, it can only come from vegetables then. Vegetables have carbs. And what we do is we stick with certain vegetables, A, that we like, and then B, vegetables that are very low in carb. And then we indulge a lot in those. And that's how our carb count comes up. So this is basically the part of the video that is about misconceptions, unnecessary concerns that due to lack of knowledge, and just addressing the fact of anything that you think that you would be concerned about if you are about to embark on the diet, or if you're, if you've heard some things or whatever. So this is titled, the video is titled as such for this reason. So again, I eat more vegetables. I am the most healthiest I've been in years, and I'm talking about literally, I can't even remember. I'm just going to say years because I'll be lying if I said a number. It's been all that long, okay? I've never been the type of person that ate loads of vegetables a day. I do now. And again, if anybody can come to a conclusion because they see me making eggplant lasagna, that's all you eat on Atkins is cheese and meat, then you're sadly mistaken. And rather than make these comments that anybody would make, and rather than, even if you're not going to make a comment, but have this in your head, then rather than do that and have this in your head that you know the deal and you know about Atkins and you're well informed, I would suggest that you guys actually either embark on it yourself or actually read to get informed, to actually become aware of how it works. So you can't say now you don't know how it works. You can't say now that everybody on Atkins just eat meat and cheese. You can't say that that's all the diet is and that's all we consume. And you can't say that you have these concerns because I've addressed them all, gave you my test results, and you see the weight loss. So now you know. So on that note, you guys, the next video, again, meat and potatoes of the Atkins program, low carbers. And for those of you who are in it, who are about to embark in it, and are loving it as I am. So on that note, you guys, love you all. Part 3 is coming. Be blessed.